What's happening, traders? Welcome to another video. It's Emmanuel from LiveFree, and today I am bringing you a live trading video that was taken from the LiveFree private community. This is a community that I am in, live trading with members weekly, showing them my process and helping them develop a profitable trading process for themselves as well. This particular trading day, we had CPI coming into the market. So our goal was to analyze, anticipate, and execute. And ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what we did. I made some profits, but also members made some profits as well. And I wanted to shout out to a couple of the members. One of the members did a 9K profit in this particular trade. You might hear me mention that as you watch the live stream as well. He also did a 4.8K from his funded account this week as well. And it is crazy that I say this because my goal when I open this community is to create real traders. And here at LiveFree, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk, as the members are actually seeing the result. But what I want you to understand is it's not about the money, it's about the process. If you can find a process that works for you, that you love, that you can engage in and day out, the money is going to be a byproduct of that. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of the LiveFree community, you can click the link down below and sign up today to become a member. And I look forward to seeing you. Let's waste no time. Let's jump right into the video. What's happening, traders? Welcome to another live trading session. It's Emmanuel from LiveFree, and today we're in the charts. It's August 14th currently right now, looking at the New York session, 741. And we're taking a look at gold as usual. And we have a lot of, a lot of expectations. Yesterday we saw price take out, okay, the market hasn't taken it out yet, but yesterday we've seen the market push up to the upside. But as of right now, I think we're aiming for the previous all-time high, which is currently sitting at 2483. Whether the market is going to be hitting that this week, a little bit uncertain, but as of right now, one of the things that we always talk about is the concept of buyers and sellers, right? And one of the things that buyers have a tendency to do is they like to target the highs. The market like to target the highs. So when you see that, hey, and these are the highs, right? You can have these as like the previous high. So if you come to the market and you see that price takes out this high, you turn your focus into this high, right? This becomes what we call the money bag, right? And this becomes the money bag. And if there's a high here, that becomes the money bag, because if the market is pulling back into this level, this is not your level to trade, right? And this is where a lot of traders end up taking both sides of the market because they don't know the difference between, analyzing and anticipating and executing, right? You don't understand that step. So at every time you come to the market, there is going to be a phase where you should be anticipating, not looking for a short-term trade. So when you find that you're trading both sides of the market, if you're buying today, you're selling tomorrow, you're likely putting yourself in a position where you're kind of like, you're at least 50% of the time you are trading against the trend, you're trading against the institution. And those are the times where you should be analyzing. You should be anticipating a particular move to a particular direction. So let's say you come to the market and price is doing something like this. Boom, what you're looking for is you're anticipating price to continue, moving higher. This is the real opportunity, and you want to be targeting these money bags. And currently right now on gold, that's one of the things that we see here is, the highs are being targeted, right? So gold took out this high, right? Price took out this high, and then we got the pullback. So let's go over to the 15-minute time frame to see. So wow, this is what we're going to call that accumulation zone. Pay attention. You still want to get a feel for what price wants to do. So we have the London low right here, which was established at 2:05 my time Eastern, and since then we've seen price essentially trade up to about 180 pep, right? So there's a possibility that we could see a pretty decent move in the New York session today, but we have news coming out in a few minutes, so probably in about 40 minutes, give or take. We have CPI coming out today. See where it goes, but patience is the name of the game. You have to come to the market and not be afraid of missing an opportunity, not be afraid of like, hey, just If you don't get it, you don't get it. We're dealing with a lot of money, and maybe you may not look at it like that way, but you should start to look at it like not just from a monetary standpoint, but from like a capital preservation standpoint. The number one rule is to stay in the game, right? So risk management will always allow you to stay in the game. Preserving your capital will always allow you to stay in the game. But your strategy is what's going to allow you to win the game, right? And having a consistent strategy that you engage in day in and day out. Like, it's not about doing one thing today and doing something else tomorrow. It's about doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. You know, I remember when I was essentially that, you know, you have a kid who is, you know, aiming, you know, realize he has to go all the way to Egypt to get his treasure. And, you know, the process of getting there, you know, lots of, you know, hiccups, start, stop, and, you know, it's a journey. So wherever you are in your trading journey, always remember that it's okay. You know, it's okay. Give yourself the grace. Always see it. Keep seeing it. Make sure that you incorporate visualization as part of your overall process. That's one of the best things you can do for yourself. Writing your goals down and visualizing where you are. Like, we're all human beings. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not better than you. You know, I may have more skills because I've spent or invested more time in a particular area than you have, but there are plenty of things that you're better than me at, right? And I think you have to understand, like, don't put people on pedestal. That's one of the things that, like, even now, like, I have very few people that, like, I look up to, but lots of people that I admire. I will admire anybody who's, you know, putting in the work. I'll admire you if you're showing up and you're doing the work and you're doing what you got to do to get from where you are to where you need to be. You know, so, but in terms of like putting people here, like, oh my God, like I could never, no. And the crazy thing about life is there are plenty of dumb people who are making more money than you, who are making more money than me, right? So when you think about yourself and you think about what you can and can't do in life, just think about that concept. There are plenty of idiots out there who are making more money than you, who are making more money than me. So always remember that, and, you know, keep striving and just, you know, come up with your plan and focus on the execution of that plan. 30 more seconds before the news comes out. Let's get it going. How many people say price is gonna dip lower? How many people say price is gonna dip down, push up? We got, let's see. Oh my God, look at that. Wait. Let's see. Seems like we may get a sell-off with that wick. So going over here, stay focused on it. So CPI came out negative. Month to month was the same, but then it came out negative for the dollar, right? But overall, and this is the, so it came out negative. Technically, that should be, you know, pretty good for gold, but right now that's not what we're seeing here. So let's see. Yeah, so technically this is a deep pullback now with the London session holding. You know, I'm gonna see here, that would be, all right, I think I'm gonna go in on the buy right there, but let's see. I'm gonna go in on the buy, fuck it. I'm gonna go in on the buy. And so yeah, this is it. So 38.40 pep right there. If the market is able to drop down here, that's it. But because the London, I'm getting involved in this trade simply because the London low held, and, you know, sellers could have dominated and pushed price lower. Also, the news that came out with CPI was also negative for the dollar. So technically, you know, we should have seen a strong push to the upside initially, but because we saw a push lower, you know, means that there's a good chance that this was just, I wouldn't say a fake out, but this was a grab in liquidity for price to continue to push to the upside. So right now, you know, let's see. We're already up like 30, you know, 30, 40. Jesus. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Oh baby, this is it. Okay, this is the patient game. You're patient, you see things, you read between the lines, and you score. That's it. So we're up 50, 60. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. All right. Take something off the table, buddy. All right. Okay. So took something off the table right there at 80 pep. So right now that's about went up to 8 grand. So first position, we just secured 4 grand on that trade there. So now we're pretty much in the game, and yeah, so there you go. So right now we're up around 70 pep. I'm in a trade where I've essentially taken something off the table. I've closed half my position here. If I get stopped out on where I am right now, then that's okay. Learn from pain. Some of the most important lessons that you're gonna learn are from pain. Trust me, brother, I understand. I have been there, and that's just essentially it. But this is it. We came into the market today. We waited for the opportunity, and yes, it was very quick. That happened in 2 minutes. This was 2 minutes worth of opportunity right now. We got involved here, boom, 2 minutes. I wouldn't call it trading the news, but what I'd say is, we took advantage of the opportunity. The news came out, it was negative for the US dollar. You can see that the month-to-month CPI was the same. And then I believe the second one was essentially just 1% off, and price was still pushing down significantly. So overall, what that tells me is, yeah, this right here is a fake move, and we're likely going to see a push. We saw a push down, and now it looks like I'm going to be getting stopped out of my second position. Okay, so Dollar Dre, 800 on the sell. Okay, 850 on the buy. Done for the day. Going to the gym. That's what's up, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Dollar Dre. Hey, shit. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Having the discipline to walk away is key. It's key. But that's pretty solid, man. Caught that as well. A bit lower, but made 9. Damn, man. Jesus. What? I'm here laughing over. Wow. That's crazy. 9K, 3K. That's wild. So this is it. So today we came into the market and we waited for the right opportunity. Right? We didn't, we weren't like, oh my God, let's get involved so we don't miss out on the move. We waited for things to come into play, and when we got the opportunity, we took it. This is it. Today turned out to be a solid one. I'm content. Like I always say, when we come into the market, a lot of people would rather do the set and forget method of hey, trading and, maybe not showing up every single day or, a couple of times a week. But at the same time, we're showing up, and we're able to catch really solid opportunities. That counts for something. That counts for a lot. So let's see if I'm going to get stopped out on this particular trade here, or if the market is going to, let's see. Seems that price may want to reach lower. And that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see with this particular trade, a large majority of the time was spent waiting, being patient, waiting for the right setup. And when we actually engaged the market, we got our trade within 2 minutes. Actually, it was 2 candles, boom. We were in and we were out. Unfortunately, our second position got stopped out, at break even, but we still paid ourselves for our time. We still took something off the table. Ladies and gentlemen, my advice is always to come into the market and be patient, to anticipate, right, the move, and don't get involved if you don't see a clear setup. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. It's Emmanuel from LiveFree, and I hope you're out there living free. Thank you.